Hi everyone, I'm Jose,
And I'm Michaela.
and we are twin flames in Harmonious Union and students of Jeff and Celia. And in today's video, we are going to talk about a juicy topic, and that is...
So we're going to talk about empaths and why the journey is so hard for empaths and what to do to make it easier.
Yeah.
And how that ties in with your twin flame journey.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we haven't noticed like in the twin flame journey, it's very common to feel this empathy for others. I think for a start, what is an empath?
Well, I mean, an empath is someone usually on the spiritual journey who tends to like be drawn to helping others, basically on the spiritual journey, and like light workers and people who feel like a really strong sense of purpose with helping other people. And all the people on the twin flame journey that I know, like especially in the Twin Flames universe community, are really like driven to helping other people. And so like an empath, basically, like the society's definition of an empath is someone who takes on the feelings of others. Like feels other people's feelings, basically.
Yeah, it's being in the position of others, basically.
And before like the twin flame journey, I went through this huge phase of like I'm an empath and I feel the feelings of other people. But actually that kind of distracted me from feeling my own feelings, or I was kind of like denying that the feelings I was feeling were mine. I always thought that they were somebody else's feelings. But
it's very important to feel your feelings first, because like I think the misunderstanding here is that for helping someone you need to feel the same, but it's not actually true. When you can help someone is actually when you are present with your feelings and you feel good. Because when you feel good and you are connected to your feelings, you can actually see why others are struggling. Why, like, hey, this is not very aligned here, or hi, like something is there for you to look at. And you can see that very clearly because you are feeling very clear in yourself. You feel very like at peace, and you can see that from a place of like not attachment, not feeding the upset, basically.
And so like the reason why empaths seem to have a harder time on the journey is because I feel like it's because they tend to feel responsible for the feelings of others. And so like if you don't have, like if you feel like you're responsible for people's feelings, you're gonna have a very hard time, because like you can't actually like, that's pretty much one of the big reasons why empaths tend to have like a harder time on the journey of spirituality, is because they believe that they can like save people, basically. Like you believe that you have it's your responsibility to save them or to help them. And so you'll take on their feelings and try to make their life better. But actually, like, if you just focus on your own happiness and making your life better, then you're going to feel better.
I had this phase of being like a very person. Empathic person, like, feeling the same as others, like being in their place, for saying that. But they discover like it feels bad to be in that, because it's like, okay, I don't have this problem, but they need to feel like it's my problem too. Like, instead of that, like, why don't you like be in your peace and then you help the other? Because thinking this way, if someone is like having a hard time because they believe that, for example, they don't deserve something, or that they cannot achieve something, what is the response that you are going to give? Like, I believe that and I'm going to feel the same way, or that is not true and I will demonstrate it. I will show you that this is possible for you, and in that way you can help them to get out, because they will see an example like, oh, like you made it, I can make it too.
Like when you're an empath and you're like really identified with that label, like it can really distract you from your own spiritual journey and your feelings and your own power, really. Because like there's a difference between having compassion for someone and joining them in their suffering. And that's what like you see like a lot of empaths do, is they join people in their suffering because they believe that they have to suffer Like, you might believe you have to suffer in order to help others.
Yeah.
But actually, that's not true. That's like a trap of the ego to make you feel bad. But the best thing that you can do for someone is to, like, show them the way. You know, like, throw them the ladder. That's compassion. Is showing them the way out. Not joining them in the suffering.
Exactly.
But showing them, the way to healing, the way to feeling better. And that means you have to feel better yourself.
Yeah. It's very important to know that God will never ask you to help someone in that way of, like, sacrificing something or compromising something in yourself. If God guides you to help someone, it's a win-win.
Yeah.
They receive and you receive also. The two of you, like, gain something from that experience. And you think, like, okay, if I don't help them, what? They are abandoned? No. God is going to help them in other way, through other person. Like, don't attach to that. You need to understand that they are also children of God.
Yeah.
And they are protected. And God is not going to abandon them.
Yeah.
God is not going to abandon them. Like,
God doesn't abandon people.
Yeah, it's not going, like, I will abandon that person. No, like, God is with everyone. They can accept that power for themselves. And you can show them that you can do that. It says in A Course in Miracles, like, don't let any brother, like, make you, how is that? Like, make your journey, like
I don't know the exact quote.
I don't remember the word, but basically it's like slow in your process.
Yeah, don't let them drag you down.
Exactly,
basically.
Don't let them do that. Why? Because you don't need to accept that suffering. You don't need to accept that mistake. If God asks you to help someone, everyone wins. Remember that. And I had this complex, like, help everyone, but I feel bad.
Leak your energy, basically.
Yeah, it's basically leaking your energy. And I realized that if God is not showing me, like, guiding me to help someone, it's because I cannot actually do it. Yeah, because I was thinking, like, okay, God is not, like, telling me to do this, but they want to do it the same way. What I encounter is, like, people that didn't receive help.
Yeah.
Didn't open up to my help.
Yeah.
Didn't want
to be helped.
They kind of walked
all over it. Like,
exactly. You give
they
their
don't
eyes.
respect your gift.
Exactly. They don't respect what you give.
Yeah.
That's why God is not asking you to do it.
Yeah, because they're not open to it.
Exactly.
Yeah, like, you can release this idea that you're responsible for everyone and give them to God. God is responsible for,
You're not responsible for your brother.
Yeah.
Or for the salvation of your brother.
Yeah, and if they're open to healing, then God will guide you, to work, maybe help them. But, you're only responsible for your own feelings, and that's the way to save the world. And, like, that's, just, like, going where God calls you to go, and, like, you can't choose for someone, like, you can't walk someone's ascension journey for them.
Yeah.
They have to choose themselves, and they're powerful.
Exactly. So instead of that, show them the way.
Yeah.
Show them that it's possible, and that you can have what you want, and that you can escape that pain, that suffering. You can escape it. Show them by being the example, by being the role model there. Yeah. And that is the best way to help.
Really caring about how you feel and how you feel is, like, really important, because you can't help someone, like, I see that, like, empaths will take on the feelings of others and just feel miserable all day. And, and also when you're really open and you really want to help people that way, like, you can sometimes attract people who just want to take advantage of you, basically. And so that's why it's so important to just really have boundaries and really honor your energy and your time and really just value yourself and realize, like, the greatest gift you can give the world is your own healing. And then you can offer that to others from a place of, like, surrender to God first, and realize, like, you are not, like, their savior. You're there to offer healing through, like, the channel for God's healing, and God's in charge of where you offer that gift. And he's in charge of where it's received. Yeah, so you're not responsible for your brothers and sisters in God.
Yeah, so you can release guilt or that, like, weight that you are carrying with you. like release that.
Yeah.
God is in charge of like everyone, and God is not going to abandon any of his children.
Yeah, and you don't have
ever.
to suffer in order to help another.
Exactly.
Yeah. So you can really let go of that weight and just like choose your happiness, because that's the best way that you can help someone.
Exactly. When you help someone really and honestly, when God guides you to do it, you feel energized and you feel good.
You feel alive.
You feel alive. You feel like, this feels very good.
Yeah.
I help that person. God like showed me to help that person, and I did.
Yeah.
And it felt good. The opposite is like, I feel drained. I feel like that person is taking from me. You need to put an energetic boundary.
Yeah.
And it doesn't mean like you are like being bad with that person.
No.
It means like you are respecting, like they need to do it for themselves. You are not their source.
Yes.
They need to go to God first.
Yeah.
And you are loving them by doing that, by showing them that.
Yeah. You're meant to be like emotionally and energetically supported in your life purpose, which is like, if you're watching this video, it's because, you know, you're driven to help others. You're driven to like be a healer. And so, yeah, like that is, it's meant to feel really good. It's meant to give to you, and it's meant to, you're meant to be supported in it. Like you never have to like bleed yourself dry in order to give to another. And that's the lesson of like the empath, is realizing that you are valuable and how you feel matters. And yeah, like you have to really honor yourself first, put yourself first in your feelings.
And honoring yourself, you honor everyone.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Good.
So yeah, I think that's complete.
Yeah. Well, we hope you enjoyed our video, and we hope that you feel better about maybe the empath journey now. And if you did enjoy the video, be sure to like and subscribe to the channel, and we'll see you in future videos.
Bye.
Bye.